Hello again everyone. So this is Osborne mock paper 1 still, task 2.2. This is in either page 64 or 110, I think. Let me just check. 64 or 109 from your workbook. So 64 or 109 depending on your print or soft copy. I copied the question in the file already, so you will have it handy. Okay, so open this rename file. In the worksheet called output analysis, for reformat all text in the sheet to Calibri. So in output analysis they want to change all the data to Calibri. They did not say the size. I'll just make it size 12. So all the data is in Calibri. Okay, in cell F4 enter the pound sign centered and copy across to I4. In F4 enter the pound sign and copy it to I4, and they want you to make it centered, so select that and use justified. That will center it. Use copy and paste link to insert the figures from the worksheet budget column C into the correct positions in column G. Copy and paste link from the budget into the output analysis. So first we need revenue, and then materials, labor, variable overheads and fixed overheads. Control C and paste it here. Paste link, so paste special and paste link. All the values have now been copied pasted. In cell F3 insert the title scenario 1, in G3 current budget, and in I3 scenario 3. Scenario 1 current budget and scenario 3. Here starting from F3 onwards. Okay, so in F3 scenario 1, in G3 current budget, F3 scenario 1, G3 current budget, scenario 2 and scenario 3. Scenario 2 and scenario 3. Sorry, don't worry about the spellings. We can do a spell check later if we are doubtful. Okay, and then we have insert a row underneath the row 3. So they want a new row underneath the row 3. So click on 4 and insert. There we have a new row now under the row 3. Enter percentage of current budget in A4. In A4, percentage of current budget. In F4, G4, H4 and I4, calculate the percentage of each output versus the current budget. So this is our current budget, which is 7,000. And in all the cells from F4 to I4, they want to see how much is this number changing by. Okay, so here it was 6,000, so the percentage has decreased, but here it is 7,000, 8,000 and 10,000, so we want to increase the budget. I think this figures needs to be copied into G6, I think. Let me just check that once. Where are we copy pasting? In column G, sorry. So this is my mistake. They should be in column G, not in column F. So I'll delete them and copy paste again just to be safe. Control C, paste link in column G. So this is your current budget prepared for 7,000 units. Now they want you to calculate how much is the percentage change when it is 6,000 units, 8,000 units and 10,000 units. Usually when we are doing percentage change, we use big number minus small number. But here if we do that, this one is a minus percentage change because it is decreasing. Okay, so you will not get the right answer. So just use the normal percentage change calculation between two numbers. So it is 6,000 minus 7,000 divided by 6,000. So let's take a look. Equal to, open bracket, 6,000 minus 7,000 divided by 7,000. So our percentage change is minus 14%. Do the same here, it's the same number. So you will not get much percentage difference here. You will just get 100%. So let's just calculate here. Now here you can use big number minus small number. Don't do that one here. Once we calculate these percentages, change it to percentage with 2 decimal places. F4, G4 and H4 and I4 calculate percentage of each output versus the current budget, which we have done. Format the cell to percentage 2 decimal places, we done that. Calculate the budget for each output for the revenue and each cost using absolute referencing where necessary. Just like flexible budget. So here your current budget is 7,000 units, but here it is decreased, so it's 6,000 units only. So you need to decrease all your budget by minus 14%. Okay, so let's calculate that. Equal to the original figure minus, because it is, sorry, you can say plus because it is already minus in the discount percentage. So it will calculate that, multiplied by F4, and put this F4 in absolute referencing because this figure is not going to change. So you can see when the budget is 7,000 units, your revenue is 770,000. But when the budget is only 6,000 units, your revenue is 660,000. Calculate this for all the variable overheads, but as you know, fixed overheads will not change. So for the fixed overhead, take the same cost whatever we already have. Now here percentage is increasing. Absolute referencing again. Calculate up to the variable cost. Fixed cost will remain the same. For the last one, format the cost and revenues to pound sign with the 1000 separator but no decimal places. currency with a pound sign, no decimal places. Okay, so all the numbers are now changed into format. Calculate the operating profit for each level of output. So operating profit is nothing but your revenue minus the sum of all your expenses. Revenue minus sum of all your expenses. So in the first scenario it's a loss because you got a minus figure, but in all the other scenarios it's a profit. Use conditional formatting in row 16 to show profit in black and losses in red as a minus figure. So they wanted you to use conditional formatting in row 16. Conditional formatting, new rule, only cells that contain less than 0, because loss is less than 0. They want you to show it in red, I think. Format font color will be in red. Apply black formatting for the other ones. New rule, cells that contain greater than 0, format in black, which is your automatic color. OK and OK. So conditional formatting has been applied. Profit in black and losses in red as a minus figure, which is done. Continuing. Color cell F16 to I16 with yellow background and a black border. F16 to I16, this one. Yellow background with a black border. There we go. Then make sure all column headings in rows 2 to 4 are centered and in bold. In 2 to 4 are all centered and bold. Bold and centered. Adjust all cells so the contents can be seen. Contents can be seen. Auto fit column width. So all the contents are clearly visible now. Copy the range A3 to I15 and paste only values into a new worksheet, keeping the formatting the same. Name the sheet values. So A3 to I15. A3 to I15. Control C. Into a new sheet. Paste from A3 onwards. Paste only values. And number formats also they want. So use this one, values and number formats, and say OK. Everything is pasted, but you can see that some data is not seen visibly. So just do format auto fit column width to see all the data clearly. Name this worksheet values. Values. In the newly worksheet called values, delete the rows that contain the revenue amounts, percentage of current budget, and the pound signs. Revenue amounts, percentage, and pound signs. So these 3 rows they want you to remove. Revenue, pound signs, and the percentage signs. Right click and delete. Produce subtotals for materials, labor, variable overheads, and fixed overheads. And these subtotals need to be shown for all scenario 1, current budget, scenario 2, and scenario 3. So we have to do subtotals now. Select everything and data tab, subtotal, say OK. You want to, at every change in the heading, we want to do a sum on scenario 1, current budget, scenario 2, and scenario 3. Say OK. So your subtotals are now being calculated. Hide the detail to only show the subtotals in the grand totals. So they don't want to see the details. So use grouping level 2. You can see only the subtotals and the grand total. Return to the worksheet called Output Analysis. Perform a spell check and ensure all the contents of the cell can be seen. All the contents of the cell can be seen. We need to do a spell check. Select the sheet, review, and click on spelling. It is telling the skilled spelling is incorrect, so say change. Supervision spelling is incorrect, change. Spell check is now completed. And afterwards the next section is email, but as you know, you do not have to do this email section anymore. So that is your task 2.2 from Osborne mock paper 1. Thank you.